He's looking like
that human.
When I hear the word, my brother, I'm joining up, come back, useless. Judgment is coming. Yeah, you don't want to avoid it. Yeah, with that, we're going to open up, we're going to give our praises to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Maha, Rakah, Kodash. Yeah, double honors to the elders and apostles in Israel, who rule and teach all, the Akims and the Ives and Byros and those pushing videos in truth and sincerity, to the brothers and sisters in the truth. Yeah, bring that out. Yeah, right about now, time's running out, and a lot of our people don't want to know what they have to do to get right. So in that day when, as they say, shite hits the fan, a lot of our people ain't going to have no excuse. You bring that out, my brother.
Isaiah 58 and 1.
Bring it out.
Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression.
And that's what we come out here to do, to show our people where they're going off.
That's right.
Transgression is sin, meaning you're breaking one of God's commandments.
That's right.
It says, show my people. That's also possessive. Yeah, the my people get Exodus 3 and 10.
That's right.
And we're going to see who God's people are, because contrary to popular belief, everybody ain't God's people.
That's right.
Yeah, get that. Exodus 3 and 10.
Yeah. This is a book of Exodus chapter 3 and verse 10. And it reads, Come now, therefore, and I will send thee unto Pharaoh, that thou mayest bring forth my people, the children of Israel.
That's who God's chosen people are, the children of Israel. So when it says show my people, that's who we come out to. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, yeah, and you got the speckled birds.
That's right.
Yeah, so continue with your Isaiah. Yeah, it says show my people their transgression. My brother, you know you're Israel. Judgment is coming. See?
Sometimes it's like you're insulting them.
Yes, and now people's like, in that day when judgment comes, that's when you're going to want to know that you're the children of Israel. That's when you're going to want to know that you've actually got a power. But in that day, it's going to be too late to bring that up.
Again, yeah. Isaiah 58 and 1, cry out. I say cry out.
No, that's what it's
Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins.
So that's what we come out here to do, to show our people where they're going off.
That's right.
Yeah? The Most High is calling his people to wake up, because judgment is coming. Yeah, you can't see what's happening around you. Yeah, this place is going down, and it's the most, actually, quickly grab our Romans chapter 9. Yeah? The Most High is actually bringing this place down little by little.
That's right.
And he's doing that to show his power. And you grab our... Yes? Get on Romans 9. Romans 9.
Shalom.
Yeah?
Oh, we're talking about us being in Hebrew Israel, unless you're from Jamaica. Yeah, all right. Well, I can see through the accent from Jamaica. That's right. That's right. Well, the reason why we're out here because it's about time that we teach our people about who they truly are. Because if you notice, they came up with Marcus Garvey came up with Pan-Africanism, and he told us that there was a king that was supposed to look up to, from the east, and let's say that was a Rastafari, right? Selassie, right? But is it true?
I don't worship man.
That's right. And also it's not even that. It's not even about the worshiping man. It's about say, look, Rastafari came from Ethiopia, right? History will tell you that Ethiopia is Kush, right? Abyssinia is Kush. It's Kush. Well, I'm making a point. Listen, I'm making a point. My point is this, yeah? The King of Kings that the Bible speaks of come from the line of Judah. The prophets of God.
Which God do you serve? Do you serve a God?
No.
Well,
the God of...
No.
The God of the God of Israel.
But you're
The
trying
God
to
of
stop,
Israel.
man. I can see where your spirit is going, man.
No, we have an argument.
The God of
I can see
Israel.
where your spirit is going, man.
Where is Israel?
Huh?
See,
Israel is Northeast Africa.
Come on, let's
Because Israel,
no.
You know,
It doesn't matter, man.
because Israel,
It doesn't matter.
we know that, Egypt, so
are you listening?
first.
Brother, are you listening? Don't worry. Are you listening? Alright, so I'm saying, you asked me, that's right. But I'm saying that Israel shared the same tectonic plate with Africa. The word told us that it's Middle East, but they made up that term. It's Northeast Africa. Alright? But in Africa, there's two lines. You got the Shemite people and the Hamite. The problem about people, they want to be Hamite, but the Shemite.
No, fair enough. I like that. That's a quotable. Me knowing a Hamite coming out his arm. Bad.
You mentioned Kemet,
Kemet is brother with Kemet is Ham. Ham is brother of Cush, is brother with Cush.
Yeah. You see, that's where you and I get the people. It's something like a dictionary. You come from different people. You come from coming forth by
But you have to stay in
That's the
truth.
per M
So what's your
you're talking about.
So what's your truth?
That's
What's your truth?
Egyptology.
What's
I've
your truth?
studied that.
second.
And it, no. Coming forth by day and by night.
How do you know you got anything to do with Kevin? Because look-alike don't mean nothing. Well, we might look like them, but what have you got to prove that you've got anything to do with the Kemites?
You know, ancient culture, somehow we have Mars. Then, in the way I see it, right? So I'm not going to go by what you do and say,
What we're saying about European though, what we're saying is fact. The fact is we are not the same with the Somalian and with the Ethiopian and with the Nubians.
The Somalian, Eritrea, they are interlopers. They are coming from we.
They're not coming from we.
Where they coming from?
They come from Ham.
We're Shemites.
We Shemite, we're not Hamite. If you look at our culture, it's two different things.
Listen, anywhere and the motherland you go, right?
No,
we have
it doesn't.
In the motherland, you got two. I'm from the motherland.
Yes, but what
In the
I'm saying
motherland,
is
you got two cultures. You got the Shemite cultures and the Hamite cultures. You will find out about those cultures by looking at the way, the customs.
Yes,
And when you study the customs,
I was going to get on
the Jamaican and the West African got a similar customs. They are Shemite.
Right? Entirely culture.
Huh?
Everywhere in Africa you go, we are a nation, we're not trying to do. Right? We're going to have slightly different culture. We're not trying.
No, I get what he's saying. Because nation and tribe. Nation can be a tribe, vice versa. But my point is this. Yeah. In Africa, we got two nations. I will go towards you. We got two nations. Yeah. We got the Shemites and we got the Hamites. Just because we share the same, complexion, it doesn't mean that blood-wise we are the same. We're two different people. That's right.
Can I just make a point? Can I just make a point? Do you know any Indian people, East Indian people? Well, are they the same as you? But that's the point. No, that's the point. That's the point the brother's trying to make. You can't just judge a person by their skin color.
We are the same.
We got the same curly hair.
Can't.
Yeah, we're the only one here from here.
Can't.
I might stop curly hair too.
That's
Well,
right.
you can.
Some of them.
Some of them.
They
bro.
do.
Yeah.
Some of them.
My point is this, yeah. My point is this. It's about time now we know who we are, because for too long we be taking up other people's identity, and that slows us down. We are God on this earth. We're better than that. But we have to look. We have to get back to God. The bottom line is we have a God, right, that is calling us back. Because the reason why we went into slavery is because we, at some point, did what we want, and He cursed us to the point where we were making it. Slavery didn't happen by chance. I'm from Ivory Coast, West Africa, Ashanti tribe. Jamaica.
we have to save.
Listen, I'm not saying that we're not the same people. I'm saying who you think you are, we're not them.
Me? I'm from the island. My dad was Jamaican, so I'm Jamaican.
You see, that before they were Jamaica, you see, then the European, when they went, oh, the story has so.
Rather, we know the history before the black. Hold on. I'm not gonna. I know where you're going. I know where you're going. Before.
Mystery, because they were being taught. We just started.
But the Most High revealed.
This
The
is what
Most High
we're doing.
revealed.
Can I bring out a scripture?
Yeah.
Right, so this
It's from
is
Isaiah 1.
this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 47. Because thou, meaning you said we're the same people, because thou, we the same people, servest not the Lord, I'm going to say it verbatim, the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart.
Now these things came upon these people for breaking God's commandments, my brother.
For the abundance of all things, therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, with the Lord shall send against thee
Now there's a group of people that have to serve their enemies, which the Most High sent against them. God,
in hunger
in anger.
and in
What
thirst,
did you just say? Just exactly. But
Exactly,
this
that's
is what
the
we're
point.
saying. These scriptures are identifying who we are as a people. That's why we're letting our people know we ain't got nothing to do with Ham. We're not Hamites.
I have a precept
we
for
are
that too.
Shemites. Oh, my brother.
in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things.
So as a people, we have to go to our enemies, not our friends, our enemies for everything. Everything, my brother. Go on.
And he
And this same enemy
shall put a yoke of iron
had physical yokes of iron upon our necks, my brother.
upon thy neck until he have destroyed
So
thee.
this is what we come out
You
to
see that thing on the neck.
And the precept,
In the COVID time. Why did this one have a neck? Have a knee, broke neck. Right? And when she got it's still a lot of work. See that active against that.
But we don't know why.
We don't know why.
We don't know
If we
why.
don't know the source of the problem, not what we say here.
Yeah, but the brother said,
not
and read that last bit again. And he shall put a yoke of iron.
right, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed
Now
thee.
we're destroyed people. We don't know who our enemies are. Now we call ourselves Hamites.
Right.
Yeah, all these different things. So this is why we come out here to show our people, say, look, the reason why you're in the condition you're in. 'cause
Well, I've got
you're-
the precept for that
Yeah,
here.
you're under a covenant. Bring it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, just before we bring that, so
Yeah.
see, it just said on there that you just read, yokes of iron upon thy neck. You remember, we had yokes of iron with chain on our neck. Now, and this was in the transatlantic slave trade, when we were taken from the west coast of Africa, we were shipped all over the world. Now, when those chains came off, we were mentally destroyed. We no longer was calling ourselves Israelites. We were calling ourselves under the lands where we were born. That's why you have Jamaica, Ivory Coast, St. Vincent,
Yep.
and you see, that's how that come into play. Sorry, that's
And what
I wanted
when
to
the
bring
brother
out.
reading it, you even identified that that was us, my brother.
Right.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm going to
This is
reinforce.
why-
This Israel, right? Israel. Father, Father, Son.
Sorry, I didn't get you.
The new terminology now is ISIS.
No, wait, elder, please, let me bring on the scripture.
Listen to this.
Let me bring on the scripture, and then I'll, wait.
Depending from the same.
Let me,
To our people.
Alright, bring out your precept, my brother.
let,
You see, the problem is, you see, Israel, that's a modern day terminology. In the Hebrew, it's Yasha'Allah. You can't get ISIS, Ra, or El out of that.
Joshua.
Yasha'Allah.
right. So this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 45 and 46. So in verse 45, it reads, moreover, all these curses, some of which we just identified, shall come upon thee, us, and shall pursue thee and overtake thee till thou be destroyed.
Right, just hold it there. Notice it said, till thou be destroyed. When will we destroyed? in 1863 when Lincoln signed the what did you say that word?
Emancipation Proclamation.
Proclamation to like end slavery.
And then the 13th
right? But by
Amendment.
this time, when the chains came off, we forgot who we were. We were no longer wearing fringes, we were shaving and all this. And remember, when they took us off the slave ship, what was the first thing they did? They stripped you naked and they shaved your hair, shaved your beard. That's part of breaking the law of the Most High.
So thou be destroyed. Because thou hearkenest,
Telling you why now.
in other words, because we didn't hear, hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God, our God, to keep his commandments and his statutes, which he commanded thee. Now, verse 46 lays it all out now. And they shall be upon thee.
Aha, that's a good point you're going to.
Is these curses?
Yeah.
They're going to be upon us as a
But
people.
check it how. He's going to read it. Listen
They
to this.
shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder and upon thy seed forever.
That's why today we're still in the conditions we're in.
That's
Bring out
right.
Isaiah. Listen to this, my brother. Isaiah 1 and 3. Remember it says those chains are going to be upon us till we're destroyed. Listen to this.
Listen to this.
Let them take it out for you.
Yeah, so now,
But mentally,
Right,
exactly.
you're on point.
yeah,
Yeah.
listen to what the Bible
This is
says.
the book of Isaiah, chapter 1 and verse 3. And it reads, the ox knoweth his owner.
Now, the ox is a dumb animal, but a working.
Comes like cow.
Yeah.
That's part of the cow.
And listen
Yes,
to this.
yes. It says the ox knows his owner. He knows who he belongs to.
And the ass his master's
So a
prick.
donkey now, he knows where he comes from, where his home is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now listen to
Absolutely.
this now.
He says,
We're going through the same thing now.
but check it out.
But listen now.
But Israel
Israel,
does not know.
Good.
My people does not consider.
that's what we do.
Don't
We
even
come out and
consider.
show our people that look. According to the, hold on, one second, Papa. I'm going to make it clear. According to, we come out to show our people that according to the prophecies, we are these people. Because when the brother was going for it, he was identifying. But a lot of us won't even consider that. We're coming out to tell our people, look, you're God's chosen. You're above all these people. The Bible tells you that.
That's
Exactly.
right.
But our people don't consider that.
Anunnaki. Who are the Anunnaki?
The Anunnaki as Anakim, the
Yeah.
giant.
Yeah, but who are the giants though? We have to define them. Who are the giants?
That we're not the other, we're God's chosen people. We're better than that.
God,
This is what we're trying to show.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, no, I'm not, because right. So I wanted to address your point, which was you tried to link ISIS with Israel. So the term ISIS actually comes from, it's in the Apocrypha, when the Greeks took over Egypt, Israel, and the surrounding nations. Let me finish. So when they took it over, they took the library where the scriptures were stored. Let me finish. It's called the Library of Alexandria, or the Alexandria Library. And they forced the Hebrews and other people around to decipher the scriptures into Greek. And what they did, they changed the names of the ancient deities, i.e. Waset, was changed into Isis. So when you say Israel and you link it to ISIS, that's incorrect, because ISIS is actually Waset and Israel is actually Yasha Allah. No, but you was making that point. It's on the video. You was making that point.
A lot of people,
I'm clarifying
I watch
that.
debate where they say, oh, Israel is
ISIS, Iran,
No,
That's incorrect.
hold on. That's the wording in English. Israel is the wording in modern terms, right?
Exactly.
Modern day language. But it's Yasha Allah, which
Yes.
means he is the Prince of
Of the
Power.
power. Right.
It's Yahweh Shai. It's not Yahshua, because there's no you in the Hebrew.
The Greeks introduced the vowel system. The Greeks use vowels. None of the people in the area use vowels. Right? So they introduced it and they replaced our words like wa with the U sound. And V and the that was the Ashkenazi.
Oh yeah.
The Ashkenazi. But the Greeks changed it.
Huh? I ain't got my
I was going to read you a
You know, me too, yeah, I
Brother,
forgot mine today.
brother.
So like
He has to.
yeah.
Simple
So like
fellas,
yes.
yeah.
Nowadays, when I go out,
Brothers, yeah. Right. Right.
we go drumming at night time.
Yes. Yeah.
We go camping sometime. And we have that's a lot less. Most of the time I go in your home.
Right. There are people, and they are.
Otherwise, anywhere, the colors will be.
Right. You may even know my brother because he plays drums. I don't want to put it on the camera, but yeah, my brother.
So yeah, I'm a bank camera.
No, you're not on the camera.
Only your voice.
Step back where you want.
But we are.
Step back, right, yeah. Now you're not on the camera. Now you're not on the camera. You know, I can see you.
I don't mind still.
Now, I want to address something else you just brought out, right? So what you just brought out, which I understand what you mean when you link it.
Overstand.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I understand what you mean when you link this up to Africa. But I have to bring it out. When you say Africa, what you're actually saying is you are linking yourself to a white man. Because Africa, the name Africa, comes from a conqueror who defeated Hannibal, or I think it was his son.
No, it was in
In the second Punic War, and he defeated that area.
which was
and
known as modern day Tunisia.
Tunisia, exactly. And then what they did is they named that area after him. So his name was Leo Scipio Africanus, and that's where the African.
was a European.
That's what I'm trying to tell
But
you.
then again, when you say African, Africa belongs to, I want to say belong, to Kemet. Kemet is
Mizraim.
right? Mizraim, which are the Ethiopian,
Exactly.
Eritrean,
Exactly.
some of the Sudanese, and
The
Somalians,
Canaanites, the Punites.
Well, when you say Canaanite, you have to, like people from.
No, not the modern day Canaanites. Remember, Canaan was a descendant of
So these are the real African. Like if you take me, I'm from the motherland, I'm Ashanti. Ashanti, they came from Jerusalem and they made their way to West. I'm from Africa, so.
It's a similar tribe.
Ashanti, my tribe, most of them are in Ghana. Just came to when I say tribe, it's clan, it's nation, it's group, it's family.
No, but the reason why it says tribe because we're part of a nation.
Yeah, but you can't be correcting me when you're using the same terminology.
Yeah, but okay. So what about the 12 tribe of Israel?
No, I'm not into that.
Why not? You have to be into that.
You see, a lot of people call me Rasta. Fire, Rasta. I don't have to know what Rasta. I do my culture.
Fair enough, but I'm asking you a
I
question.
don't know what culture. Or no.
But you see, the brother just read Isaiah 1 and 3, where it says the ox knows his owner and the ass is master. But Israel does not know. Our people, as we come ahead to teach them, that's where Israel is. You understand? That's what we come to teach them.
Therefore, I'm saying,
But there was a reason. Mosai did that to show them his power for one. And the reason why he took them around for 40 years was to see if they had faith in him.
And also,
So you don't take that long time to get from Egypt to
you got that, but the part is this: our people were rebellious, right? It was like a cleaning. How do you know that? All right. But let's
No, we'll deal with your case
be
in a
decent.
minute.
Be decent.
no, sir, I'm going to court tomorrow, man.
All right, cool.
I'm above religion.
Yeah,
That's funny because we're not teaching religion.
You don't mind anyway.
Without people.
All right.
I have a precept for what you just said.
Deal with your case in a minute, friendship.
He was dealing about our people's lack of knowledge. And why they decide.
I'm not into religion.
We're not giving religion, Robert.
No, wait.
As today, religion, you just do learn like the Bible. right?
Yes,
This is
yes,
not a
no,
religion.
no, he's right. Religion is to realize the Bible, but we're not preaching
We're
religion.
not preaching
It's
religion.
not a
We're
religion.
preaching the laws, statutes, commandments, the faith of Yahweh Shai, and
We
returning
teach that.
back
That's what we
to
do.
who we were before we were
We are the
destroyed.
12
That's
tribe of
right.
Israel.
That's
Whatever you don't believe in, we're just letting you know. There were 12 tribe of Israel.
Listen, 12 tribe, right? There was a woman as well. And so why they don't?
But because the father count, the father, can you
That's how
read
you
the
did.
Numbers
Numbers
118?
118.
That's how
You see,
Listen to this, please. Just listen. You
no,
speaking.
No, he's answering you, but he's
I'm gonna
I want to answer your question.
I'm gonna read it. This is Numbers 1 and 18.
Bring it out.
Chapter number 1, verse 18.
it out.
And it reads, and they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigree.
The lineage, that's how you
genealogy, pedigree, lineage.
determine who you descend
you are.
from, not by your mother. That's what this system, this society today teaches.
I'll read it.
Let him finish it.
Like what?
Just get the common sense behind it. That's just wording.
That's a play on words.
He's focusing on wording.
Let's not use that message.
That's the thing. Right, anyway, I'll continue.
Let's not use the message, man.
Listen, we're not against no one.
I didn't say against, you know.
But you said 4 against
I-
I9. That's what you said, 4 against.
Against China.
We're not against
We're not even against, but we're just showing you in the scriptures where our position and why we hold this position. That's what we're showing you. Anyway, I'll read on from the top again, yes? Numbers chapter 1, verse 18.
Bring it up.
And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers.
That's how you determine who you are.
Because man carries the seed.
The sun that's shining now. Who are what is the sun?
We're not even there. We're this.
Yeah, no, but let me just make a point.
That is the son of man.
Okay, fine. Can I make a point?
Who is the moon?
What do you mean the son of man? But this right,
We're straying from the point. We're straying from the point.
No.
We're straying from the point. We're straying from the point. Let's finish the point. Let's finish the point. No, I'm holding that right
Yeah,
now.
I know.
Let's finish the point, and then you can make that other point you're making. The point was, why are we linking ourselves to our father? But in Babylon Kingdom, even Edom does the same thing, because my surname is Anderson. Why is my surname Anderson? Because my mother's surname is not Anderson. So why is my name Anderson? Because it's linked to my father. So what you're saying is not making sense.
And it's a seed.
making sense.
It's like listen, if you have an apple seed and you plant it in China, what are you gonna grow?
You're gonna grow banana.
That'd be deceptive. But you see the point? Seed comes from man. Woman doesn't carry the seed.
Listen. Rain that far.
What's that
Far
got to do
down.
with
Listen,
it?
far down on the land. And why the trees grow. Now the woman carries the seed because we have to fertilize.
Did you say the woman
that
carries the seed?
Let me hear
The
the argument
the
first.
woman carries the seed as an egg. So we have to fertilize that.
The seed is not an egg, because the egg has to be fertilized.
Exactly.
We
How
the egg
how can you
cannot be.
fertilize a
So you're
seed?
incorrect there.
How do you
You're
fertilize a
incorrect
seed?
there.
In the soil.
Water.
Yes.
There you go. You just explained the process.
We are working with 2 years.
No. What you said before about the grain in the earth and you water it, that is a process.
It's not man carries the seed.
No.
So you're saying
No.
carry the seed? Well, I've done with my argument, because that's incorrect. The Bible just told you who carries the seed.
That's not telling me, no, you tell me that.
No, I read it.
I'm a
If you want to hear or forbear, that's on
Alright,
you.
you know what?
That's
We
on
must
you.
learn to have a two-way conversation. I can't agree with you all the time, and you can't agree with me.
Well then, can I make a point?
It's just a two-way
Can I make a point?
conversation. You're teaching.
He's talking, you can't even let people talk, and he's talking about
Listen,
civil
before you,
conversation.
I want to talk.
Come on.
When you want to talk, you still talking.
not-
And
Because,
then you talk.
should I tell you why? Because this is our platform. We set up
It's
to
my platform
teach.
too.
No. This is our platform. We set up to teach. So if you're going to come and ask a question and there's 4 of us teaching, any one of us would take the reins.
Don't forget
That's the whole point why we're here.
Coming through the lineage.
No, how can we come to the lineage when
Lineage,
you
if
said
you just
when
say-
you said that there's
You.
no father, there's a mother? So what lineage?
Who was first? The man or the woman?
The man, according to the scripture. That's that. The woman was made from the rib of
You
the man.
realize that he's gay and he's got to make a woman.
You see?
Anyway,
Alright, my brother.
we know,
Shalom.
You know what, Pops?
whatever.
Can you get Isaiah 6?
I think you need to
From a
read.
man's seed. Your father planted a seed in a woman.
Exactly, and the seed grew. I mean, come
Yeah,
on.
man.
Common sense tells you that without even the
Yeah.
scripture or anything
You
else.
go there. You go there.
What do we do?
Yeah.
Read.
Why you need the woman?
Okay, let me read Isaiah then.
Who do you need the woman then?
You know what,
And
Pops?
without the woman,
You know what?
Isaiah 6
We're
and
going
4.
around in circles. Yeah, 4
Right.
and 6.
Yeah, I'm on both of them. I'm on both
Okay,
of them.
both of them.
Right.
did you
So
want?
this is a
Read Isaiah 6. Read Hosea and read Isaiah 6.
All right, Pops. You know what? We're going around in circles. So
this is the book of Hosea, chapter was it 6 and 4?
What did you want?
this is the part we're going to bring up, Pops. Hosea 4 and 6.
Yeah, that's it. This is the book of Hosea, chapter 4 and verse 6.
You need to listen clearly to this one.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
It says, my people possessing. Yes? Meaning the Israelites. The ones that think that they're Hamites. They're destroyed for lack of knowledge. The one who's looking at the sun and saying it's the son of man.
People do not know, they do not consider.
That's what they
just
put in
put
the
that
Bible.
Right. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected
And
knowledge.
since you want to reject knowledge, like we're coming out here trying to
I
the
don't
brother,
reject that. I don't reject
no, but
that.
yeah,
We should
because we
share
just
it.
read that our people don't even consider that they're Israelites. You still want to go into all this Hamite perspective.
I never mention now because I don't eat them.
Alright, you still want to go into this Nubian, this
I
Kemet,
never mention you.
yeah? It don't matter. These people, they ain't got nothing to do with us. They might look like us, that's as far as it goes. They're Hamites, we are Shemites. Yeah? We're descendants of Shem.
I will also reject thee,
See, because
that
we
thou
don't want to listen to what the Most High says, He's rejected us. So now our people have gone Dulali. Yeah, looking at, yeah, that's Dulali. Go on.
that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing
So now we're meant to be the priests, the kings and priests of this earth.